Welcome to the Darren Well podcast with Rita Mercer. Mondays. Oh, the dreaded Mondays. The weekend's over, and for many, Monday marks the start of a new work week. So, what would you do differently, my dear, if you knew that you had only 700 more Mondays left to live? For some, they might just shrug it off and thinking, oh, I've got plenty of time. But if you take a moment just to divide 700 by 52 weeks per year, that only leaves you around roughly about 13 years, 13.4 years to be exact. So just a little over a decade. So why 700? I just chose an arbitrary number, so 700, just trying to figure out like if we said like 52 Mondays, like that doesn't sound like a lot, but 700 Mondays, that sounds like, oh, I've got plenty of time. But in reality, it's really not that much time. And so our life is measured in days, in hours, in little moments. I'm a licensed counselor that specializes in grief and loss and trauma. So I'm quite familiar with hearing and feeling the weight and pain of loss and heaviness. But recently, I attended a funeral. It was the funeral of my uncle. He was in his 80s, and there was a lot of tears, but also there was a lot of laughter. For my uncle, he had lived a life that was full and well lived with his family and within his community. But during funerals, there's usually a moment of silence to quietly read the obituary and reflect on the life that was lived between birth and between birth and death. And honestly, it's pretty wild when you think about it that our whole lives are summed up to what can fit on a page. So just a few paragraphs, it's just wild. So stay with me. This episode, it's not a message of doom and gloom, but it's meant to challenge you to think beyond this moment. You know, I love to have mindset conversations. So today's a mindset conversation. It's a mindset conversation to shift your thoughts, shift your focus, and your actions. Today's episode, it's an opportunity to pause and to reflect and to choose your path, to choose hope over worry, over fear, over doubt. And the older that I get, I feel like these decades, they just go by so fast. Kids grow up, family structures change, jobs change, sometimes our names change, our identities shift, our needs and our wants shift. Whew. A lot of happiness can happen in those mundane moments of life that we just rush off as just an ordinary Monday, and we try to rush past it. So let's go back to the idea if we only had 700 Mondays left to live. Would you dread the Monday? Or would you blow off that opportunity to do an act of kindness for a stranger? Would you call off work because it's a Monday? It's just a mundane Monday. Or would you show up and give it your all? Or would you spend more time creating more meaningful moments with your loved ones? Or would you waste your hours playing and scrolling on your phone? Sometimes I'm at a restaurant and I can see people on their phone and not even talking or communicating with one another. So would you spend more time on your phone? The truth is, we never know how many Mondays that we have left on this beautiful earth before we take our last breath. It's time to stop holding our breath. It's time to stop waiting. It's time to stop wishing away every Monday. It's time to start living. Make that call, send the text, watch the sunset, listen to the sounds of nature, pray that prayer, hug a little longer, let go and forgive. Focus on your health. Drink more water. Laugh more. Have fun. My dear, let's make every moment count. Let's dare to show up differently. Let's dare to dream differently. Let's dare to live, love, and lead differently. All right, that's it for today's episode. Just short and sweet. Just wanted to stop by with a word of encouragement to help you to shift your mindset. 700 Mondays. What would you do differently? I hope that today's episode helped you to shift your mindset and to think a little bit differently. But before you leave, I have a quick invite. I wanted to invite you out to a candle making experience. It'll be a hands-on workshop where you'll be able to make your very own vegan-based soy wax candle. You can find more information at www.daringwell.com, and that's www.daringwell.com. Until next time, keep living, keep loving, and keep daring well. Take care, my dear. God bless. Thank you so much for joining me on today's episode of the Daring Well podcast. If you enjoyed today's episode and want to continue exploring the world of holistic wellness, be sure to subscribe to the Daring Well podcast so you never miss an episode filled with transformative conversations and actionable advice. Thank you again for being part of the Daring Well podcast community. Together, let's dare to live well in mind, body, and spirit.